The tourism industry has been given a more than 26 million rand shot in the arm. It's aimed at attracting more international visitors. The money is for training food safety assurers countrywide, as our reporter Sentleeng Lehihi has been following this story.
Greetings from Orkney here in Klerksdorp in the Northwest Province. We're here at the graduation ceremony where we've seen over 100 young learners graduate as food safety assurance. This is an initiative aimed at rejuvenating tourism and actually countering the bad things that have seen tourism numbers fluctuate and go down in the past months. We're joined by the Deputy Minister of the Department of Tourism to give us more light about what the department is doing to deal with these reports we've seen about the declining numbers in tourism. Deputy Minister Tabete, tell us about this occasion. Over 100 learners now are qualified food safety assurance. What is the value in tourism for this?
It is a great value because I think the food that our tourists eat in restaurants, in hospitals, everywhere, we are able to say they're safe. Remember, we had an outbreak of listeriosis some few months ago. This is going to make sure that we can be able to get to deal with those issues and make sure that this food assurance helps us to safe conditions of food, handling, etc., until it reaches the tourists or people who are at the restaurant or hotel or hospital. And we are very happy that out of the numbers that we've created, Cecilia Makiwan took 20 of them, and the food safety assurance scheme saved them 82% of their budget.
Tourism has not only been hard hit by issues of food contamination and the like. The drought itself we've seen in Cape Town has also had detrimental impacts on tourism. What is the department doing to ensure that tourism gets back to its glory?
Well, we try and work with different departments. As you said, water is one of those, but we're saying we've been a water scarce country for years. It's just that the drought made it worse in Cape Town that we can have a shortage, but it's not a total shortage. We said people must use water sparingly, so that even tourists, we tell them, take a shower instead of a bath. Make sure that we can save water so that I'm glad the mechanisms are putting in place are making tourism to come back again and make sure that we can get those numbers. But as well, even if we have those tourists still come to South Africa, because we are working, it's different government departments, our minister sits at the AMC, they're able to discuss these issues and make sure that we come with the solutions. And with the Northwest here, where I'm sitting, with the MEC, we are able to sort out a lot of issues that are on the way, and we see tourists want to come to Sun City. As you know, it's one of the best destinations. People still want to visit here, and Northwest has got a lot to offer as a platinum province. So we try, work with MECs, make sure that we can bring about our programs, as we say, are very vast. We train young chefs, we train tourist guides, we train beach stewards, we train those who deal with the wine, the sommeliers. And all of these happen to be scarce skills that in the world, everybody needs. They can work here or work anywhere in the world, and the absorption rate is also good. 60 to 70% of them gets to get the work.
While those who get work are very fortunate, there are those who have not gotten placements. What is government doing to ensure that you open up and speak to those private sector holders to ensure that they also absorb many of those who are not employed?
As we had today, the MEC gave the instruction to have 4 of those, but the whole 20 are going to be absorbed. And indeed, we are thanks to some of the employers who have really made sure that they can employ a lot of these youngsters, because today they are no longer youngsters per se, but they are graduates in terms of this.
All right, that's our report there by Sentleeng Lehihi, who's talking about a shot in the arm for tourism in the country.